17 Terrifying events of the Day of Judgment. 1. The first trumpet blast. The Day of Judgment will begin with the first blow of the trumpet by the mighty angel Israfil. The sound will be beyond imagination, so powerful that every living being in the heavens and the earth will instantly fall dead, except those whom Allah wills to spare. The Quran says, and the trumpet will be blown, and whoever is in the heavens and whoever is on the earth will fall dead, except whom Allah wills. Surah Amr, verse 68. This moment marks the true end of the world as we know it. 2. The destruction of the universe. After the first blast, the universe itself will collapse. Mountains will explode and scatter into dust. The Quran says, they ask you about the mountains. Say, my Lord will blow them away with a blast. Then he will leave the earth a level plain, you will see no crookedness or curve in it. Surah Taha, verses 105 to 107. The seas will boil and turn into flames, the stars will fall, and the sun will lose its light. Nothing will remain of the world people once thought permanent. 3. The second trumpet blast. After a period known only to Allah, the angel will blow the trumpet again. With this, humanity will be resurrected. The Quran says, and the trumpet will be blown, and at once they will be standing, looking on. Surah Amr, verse 68. People will rise from their graves covered in dust, confused, and terrified. They will ask, who has raised us from our place of rest? Surah Yasin, verse 52. 4. The naked resurrection. The Prophet said, you will be gathered barefoot, naked, and uncircumcised. Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, asked, O Messenger of Allah, won't men and women look at each other? He replied, the matter will be far too severe for them to notice. On that day, kings and slaves will stand equal. The only thing that matters will be deeds. 5. The gathering on the Great Plain. All of humanity will be gathered in one vast, flat land. The Quran says, on the day when the earth will be changed to another earth, and the heavens as well, and they will all appear before Allah, the One, the Irresistible. Surah Ibrahim, verse 48. There will be no trees, no mountains, no shelter. Just billions of people awaiting judgment. 6. The sun brought near. The Prophet had described that the sun will be brought close to the people, just above their heads. The heat will be unbearable, and people will drown in sweat according to their deeds, some up to their ankles, others up to their knees, some to their chests, and some completely submerged. The suffering will be so intense that people will beg for judgment to start, even if it means entering hell, just to escape the waiting. 7. The breaking of family bonds. On that day, every bond of family and friendship will be broken. The Quran says, on that day a man will flee from his brother, his mother, his father, his wife, and his children. For each one of them, that day, will be a matter too overwhelming. Surah Habasa, verses 34 to 37. 8. The coming of the angels in rows. The sky will open, and countless angels will descend in rows, filling the Quran. The Quran says, and your Lord will come with the angels in rows. Surah Al-Fajr, verse 22. Their arrival will strike awe and fear in every heart. 9. The arrival of hellfire. The Prophet said that hellfire will be dragged forth on the day of judgment, held by 70,000 chains, with 70,000 angels pulling each chain. The Quran says, and when hellfire is set ablaze, and paradise is brought near, Surah At-Taqwa, verses 12 to 13. 10. The record of deeds. Every person will be handed their book of deeds. Those who receive it in their right hand will rejoice, here, read my record. Surah Al-Haqqah, verse 19. But those who receive it in their left hand will cry in despair, oh, I wish I had not been given my record, and had not known what my account was. Surah Al-Haqqah, verses 25 to 26. 11. The scales of justice. Allah will set up the scales of perfect justice. The Quran says, and we shall set up the scales of justice for the day of resurrection, so no soul will be treated unjustly in the least. And if there is the weight of a mustard seed, we will bring it forth. Surah Al-Anbiya, verse 47. Nothing will escape the judgment of Allah. 12. The testimony of the body parts. On that day, people will try to deny their sins, but their own bodies will testify against them. The Quran says, on the day when their tongues, their hands, and their feet will testify against them about what they used to do. Surah An-Nur, verse 24. 13. The darkness of the day. The heavens will be darkened, and the light of the sun, moon, and stars will vanish. This darkness will symbol the end of all worldly light and the beginning of eternal judgment. 14. The great silence. Before judgment begins, there will be a terrifying silence. The Quran says, on that day no soul will speak except by his permission. Surah Hud, verse 105. Billions of people will stand in silence, waiting for Allah to speak. 15. The length of the day. The prophet said that the day of judgment will feel like a 50,000 years. For the righteous, Allah will make it feel short, but for the sinners, every moment will feel like an endless torture. 16. The shade of Allah's throne. On this day of unbearable heat, there will be no shade except under the throne of Allah. Only 7 types of people will be granted this mercy: a just ruler, a youth raised in worship, a person whose heart is attached to the mosque, 2 who love one another for Allah's sake, a man who resists temptation, 1 who gives charity secretly, and 1 who remembers Allah alone with tears. 17. The questioning of every soul. Every person will be asked about their life, their youth, their wealth, their knowledge, and their deeds. The prophet has said, the feet of the son of Adam will not move on the day of resurrection until he is asked about 5 things, and he listed them.